Before I start this video, I just want to say that I will be doing a series where I use my friends' favorite Pokemon and do a solo run of them. I'll also be doing their favorite games with that Pokemon. Except for this solo run because I thought of the idea of using my friend's favorite game too after I already done this solo run. Sorry about that. Anyway, my friend is NeverColdZ and her favorite Pokemon is Aron. If you enjoy Minecraft streams, definitely check out NeverColdZ. Her Twitch link will be in the description below. Definitely check her out and give her a follow. Let's now start talking about Aron. Aron is only a first stage Pokemon, meaning it does not have the greatest stats. However though, its attack and defense stats aren't really that bad when it comes to attack and defense. 70 to 100, that ain't bad. But the other stats, they are really bad. Especially the speed being 30. So meaning we won't be outspeeding any Pokemon, but that's okay, at least our defense will make up for it, so it can tank any hits. However, its special defense will give us a lot of problems. In Pokemon Fire Red, which we'll be playing, there are two specialists that will really counter Aron, Fighting and Ground. And the Ground specialist, all of his Pokemon has Earthquake, which will definitely be an issue. While Bruno, his Pokemon all have fighting moves, which is definitely going to be a problem for Aron, who is 4 times weak. Because of Aron's terrible special defense, Blaine will also be a problem. Sure, it isn't weak to fire, but it's still going to be a problem nonetheless, since it's neutral and its special defense is only 40. Aron's moveset isn't the worst. I think it can be worked around to really help it out. And his TM moveset wise is really strange. There was a lot of moves that I did not realize Aron could learn, but I made sure I knew them before I played the entire game so that I could strategize with the TMs. Here are the rules for the solo run. I can only use Aron for the battle, since it's an Aron solo run, so of course I'm only going to be able to use Aron. I can only catch Pokemon other than Aron if they are used for HM purposes only. I am not allowed to use any items whatsoever other than held items. So anyway, this is how the Aron solo run went, and I hope you enjoy. I couldn't remember what I decided to replace with Aron, but apparently I replaced Charmander with Aron. I don't know what my mind was thinking at the time when I made the randomizer to replace the starters. I guess I just wanted to have a harder time, so I gave my rival the one mon that counters Aron. Oops. Oh well, guess we'll deal with it. I decided to name Aron Never, since that is the friend whose favorite Pokemon is Aron. And I'll probably be doing that type of nickname for the rest of the series. Now, Blue in this fight is pretty easy, cause all he can do is tackle and tail whip, while Aron is a steel normal type, so he 4 times resists tackle, so even 6 tail whips will make it way too hard to kill Aron. So there is no way for me to lose, unless I'm really that bad and stupid. Soon after this battle, I realized that Aron's ability is Sturdy, and Sturdy is a really shitty ability in this game, because instead of it living on 1 HP like everyone's used to, instead it only gets to live if someone uses an OKO move like Guillotine. And not many trainers have Guillotine, so I decided to reset and give it Rock Head, which will make it where it can use recoil moves without taking any damage, which will really help later on in the run. In the beginning, I already started off doing something really dumb, and that's by 20 antidotes. I am a steel type. I cannot get poisoned. So I just wasted so much money on 20 antidotes because I'm used to buying so many because of all the Weedles that are in Viridian Forest always poison stinging me. But I do get paralyzed heals since I can be paralyzed and I'd rather not go to the Pokemon Center every time. First gym leader is Brock, who has nothing on Aron, so it is very easy to kill. Even though he has 2 ground types, it has no ground moves whatsoever. So I decided to let Aron be at level 12, high XP, so that it can just mudslap the crap out of Geodude, use a bunch of Hardens over and over again, so that Onix's Rock Slide, or Rock Tomb, I can't remember, don't do that much. And just kill the Geodude right off the bat, get Metal Claw and just destroy Onix with Metal Claw. Brock is really a piece of cake. There was nothing hard about it. This is why Brock is like the easiest gym leader. In the middle of Mount Moon, I got Iron Defense, which ups my defense by 2 stages, which can be really helpful against physical attackers. And since my defense is already like 100 high, it'll be even better, so no physical moves will do anything to me. The first struggle of this game is Blue right next to Nugget Bridge. The problem with Blue in here is that his Squirtle actually has the move Water Gun now. And like before, Aron is weak to water types. So Aron's gonna have a rough time with Squirtle. However, the other Pokemon is not really much of a struggle. Even with Pidgeotto, I decided to teach Never Rock Tomb so that I could easily one-shot it. At least I thought I would one-shot it, but I didn't. But that's fine, because I could easily just Metal Claw and hope for an attack boost, which I get on my first attempt. Yeah, spoilers, I did not win this on my first attempt. I was not prepared for Squirtle. I also didn't realize that water resists steel, so on my first attempt, I used Metal Claw on it without knowing that it was going to do very little damage. I could have also hoped for an attack boost at this moment, but I didn't get it. Also, in Bulbapedia, it never said that Squirtle had withdrawal, so I was not preparing for it to have a defense increase. It said that it had Water Gun and Bubble, which is not the case. Bulbapedia, why did you lie to me? I could have really used your help for this one. On my first attempt, I was able to get Squirtle very little down by using Headbutt. However, it did not kill, and Squirtle's Water Gun did kill Never, going off to our first death, which hopefully I don't get a lot more deaths from this. I hope that I get this really quickly. Second attempt, however, I used Rock Tomb again, didn't kill, so I decided to go for Metal Claw. Hopefully I get the attack boost. But I did not get the attack boost, sadly. So when he went to Squirtle, I felt like I was not going to win with this attempt because I did not get the attack boost, so I think Headbutt's not going to do that much. Sadly, I was absolutely correct. Headbutt did not do much whatsoever, so I have a feeling Squirtle eventually going to Water Gun me down to the point that there is no way that I won. And of course, like always, prediction correct. He did kill Never once again. Attempt number 3 almost went as the same as the second attempt. I used Rock Tomb to lower its speed, only gets to live on like a few HP, and then I used Metal Claw to kill it, hopefully to get the attack boost. However, I do not get the attack boost, but I did level up, so my stats increased just a little bit. He used Withdraw, so my Headbutt are even more weak, which really sucks. Then he used Tail Whip, which doesn't do anything, so gladly I get a free hit, but it keeps using Water Gun. This time I decided to use Rock Tomb to lower its speed so that hopefully I can outspeed it, and I also wanted to see how much damage it does. It lived on 1 HP with Headbutt, and then it used a Water Gun on me, and I lived on 2. So I was finally able to kill the Squirtle. Hallelujah. And then he sent out Abra. Here's the thing though, his Abra, it only knows Teleport, which is completely useless in battle. So I just decided to up my Iron Defense for his next Pokemon. His next Pokemon is Rattata, which only had normal type moves. Gladly, Quick Attack only did 1 HP because of all the Iron Defenses, and I'm 4 times resist. Then I used Metal Claw, which only got it to 1 HP, and then I lost. Next attempt, Pidgeotto decided to use Sand Attack, which really scared me because Rock Tomb is already a very low accuracy move, and with Sand Attack, that means the accuracy is just gonna be even lowered. And I normally have the worst luck when it comes to accuracy. Sadly, I did not get the attack boost again from Metal Claw. How dare Aron do this to me? But whatever. He used Tail Whip, which again is completely pointless, so I used Rock Tomb, which missed. Of course, accuracy drop, why wouldn't it? Used Tail Whip again, like a dumbass, so I used Rock Tomb. and I lowered its speed, which is really helpful because now I outspeed, which I was really surprised since Aron's speed is base 30, and that normally means I would literally outspeed nothing, but Squirtle is a turtle, so I guess it makes sense that his speed would also be slow. I killed it, it didn't use a single water gun, so I got really happy, so I just started iron defensing the crap for Abra, even though its last Pokemon is only Rattata, who can't even really do much since all of its moves is only normal, but I did it just in case. I also leveled up to level 20, so there's no way this Rattata could possibly kill me. And I am correct. There was literally no way this rat could kill me. He can only do 1 HP. I won't be showing as many attempts for the other runs as much as I did with this one. I just remember that this one only took like 3 deaths, so I decided to add all of them. However, there are some that took 10 plus, and I'd rather not show every single attempt. Here comes the first struggle of the entire run, Misty. Misty's Pokemon both have Water Pulse, which is super effective against my Aron. First attempt, Staryu just defeats it with a crit, and then second attempt, the first Water Pulse did almost all the damage, and then Starmie just finished me off. So later, I decided to give Aron Takedown at level 25, which I actually didn't notice till I leveled it up to that point. And since I had Rockhead, I knew Takedown would help me out so much with this run, and hopefully it will help me out with Misty. I decided to give Aron the Persian Berry since Water Pulse can confuse, but honestly, I don't think Water Pulse ever confused Aron in any of these attempts, besides maybe 1 or 2 times, so it really wasn't needed. After so many deaths and attempts, I decided to make my Aron one more level 26. Like, that's really gonna do much. But I decided to have high hopes. But, of course, first attempt, I misclicked and kept using Metal Claw like a dumbass. At these attempts, I decided to make it where my Aron would use Takedown on the Staryu to make sure that Misty used her potions so that I wouldn't have to worry about it later. Also, I realized later that whenever Staryu decide to use Water Pulse, I already know that it's a complete fail. And then later I decided, how about I have Aron use Rock Tomb to lower his speed, so maybe hopefully I can outspeed. The first try I tried this attempt, sadly the first Rock Tomb does not make me outspeed. However, I did notice that the second Rock Tomb does make me outspeed. However, with this attempt, when I first used Rock Tomb, all of a sudden, I outsped it, like, right away afterward. So after I used a Super Potion, I decided to use Takedown to go for the kill, and I did kill. And then here comes Starmie. I decided to just go for a Takedown on the Starmie, since I felt like Rock Tomb would take 2 attempts to outspeed the Starmie. When I saw how much Water Pulse did to Aron, I got scared. I'm like, oh, this is not the attempt. There's no way I could win. And I didn't even think about a crit takedown could possibly kill this. But I did a takedown to see if I did it, and I crit won it. I was so thrilled. I was like, there's no way I can win this. But I did. I got really lucky on that attempt. Sadly, it still took a lot of deaths, but I'll take what I can get, honestly. I decided to take Dig from this Rocket Grunt and taught it to Aron for Laterna Surge. Surprisingly, Blue was a cakewalk. I don't even know how that was possible. And I also decided to replace Metal Claw with Iron Tail after I defeated Kadabra. Laterna Surge was surprisingly difficult for Aron because they have Thunder Wave, which makes Aron paralyzed, and with Dig being a 2-turn move, it's not always gonna hit, and it's gonna be really hard to hit. And also they use Double Team, which basically kind of lowers my accuracy same way, so it's even harder to hit. But eventually we do win on 1 HP paralyzed, which I'll freaking take because it's better than not winning whatsoever. In the middle of Rock Tunnel, which is probably my least favorite tunnel, there was a trainer with a Geodude that had the move Magnitude, which I didn't realize, and it got a Magnitude 8 and killed Aron. So that's 1 death in Rock Tunnel. Luckily though, that will be the only death in Rock Tunnel. Before we talk about Erica battle, let's talk about the girl right before Erica that I decided to fight. Her Pokemon, an Exeggutor, one of the most annoying Pokemon in this game because of Leech Seed and Hypnosis. Hypnosis makes me sleep, so I can't fight. Leech Seed drained my HP. He used Reflect, which upped my defense. So this battle was annoying to me, but luckily I defeated her with only 2 HP. I thought I was gonna have a death that wasn't Erica. Erica's first attempt definitely wasn't my smartest move, because I thought Dig was super effective. I was wrong. For next attempt, I one-shot Victreebel with Iron Tail, two-shot Tangela with Takedown, and almost one-shot Vileplume with Iron Tail, got paralyzed and got really unlucky. This attempt was a lot nicer. One-shot Victreebel with Iron Tail, two-shot Tangela with Takedown, sadly one of them missed. And Vileplume, I used a Takedown, it tried to use Sunsport and miss, and I landed an Iron Tail and killed it, getting me my 4th badge. Giovanni literally has no moves against me, so it was really easy for its first battle. Blue was also easy, but that's probably because our levels were a lot higher than his. In the middle of going through Silph Co, I found Blue, which I was not prepared for, so I lost immediately, not even knowing he had a Blastoise at the time. So I decided to battle Koga instead of trying really hard to defeat Blue. And this was the most annoying fight ever, because his Muk had minimized, and I could not hit him for the life of me because of his coughing, also using Smokescreen. But eventually, after he healed up, I got a crit on him, which really helped me out, because then I only had to hit him one more time, which I did. Managed to have coughing use self-destruct, so it did nothing since I was Dig. And then I ran out of PP, so I had to struggle him all the way to his death. At least I beat him first try, though. That was fun. Never is now level 50, which didn't give me enough confidence to beat Blastoise, but I might as well check it out. Like, I'm 10 levels above, I might have a chance. I saw how much Water Gun did, I'm like, ooh, that might not be good. I think Blastoise might have a chance to kill right afterwards. Right now, we keep using Protect, which was really annoying to deal with, but, you know, it's better than killing. Hopefully, maybe he'll fail a Protect, which he went for Water Gun. He wasn't going to risk a triple Protect. But I lived on 3. Hallelujah. I'm like, okay, maybe this is it. Maybe I can win with the 3 HP. I got a crit on the final hit, which did not matter. So, Growlithe comes in. I'm like, ooh, the Intimidate drop, not the greatest, but hopefully I can outspeed. I do outspeed. I use Dig. And I don't one-shot the Growlithe, meaning I thought I lost, but never lived on 1, which is still a hype moment. I'm like, come on, you gotta do this. Use Rock Tomb, fail. I'm like, ah, crap, I lost. He used Takedown, which also missed, so I'm like, heck yeah, use Rock Tomb again, and I won. Or at least I defeated the Growlithe. I was like, okay, this might actually be the play. And then Exeggutor comes in, I'm like, this is not the run. Gosh dang it. So I used Double Edge, it did not kill, then I used Confusion, and I was right, it was not the win. I tried to do another attempt, and Blastoise got me to 10 HP, which is technically better than last attempt, but it's not much better, like I was at 3 HP. Leveled up this time, so hopefully the extra 2 HP will help me out. Not exactly sure why, but this time I decided to Rock Tomb the Growlithe instead of Dig It. Maybe it's for a kill win, I cannot remember. I don't remember anything. I can't remember what my breakfast was. For Exeggutor, I used Double Edge, but I'm pretty sure Confusion would just kill me. But instead, he just missed a Stun Spore, and I killed him right away. And then for Alakazam, well, just like Kadabra, he was super easy. I just used Double Edge and it kills. And of course, he was an idiot, deciding to use Future Sight for some reason. Twice. I will never understand why Alakazam decided to do that, but I won't question it. Honestly, the guy right before Giovanni felt like it was going to be a lot more trouble than Giovanni himself. So we can just skip Giovanni battle because he literally did absolutely nothing to Aron. Sabrina was honestly a full-on cakewalk, so there's really no need to mention about her battle. The only problem was her Venomoth and Aron keep hitting itself over and over again, but eventually we just defeated her. It was really easy. Soon, it'll be Blaine's turn to battle me. And I'm not gonna lie, this solo run made me hate Blaine so much. You see, Blaine has two Pokemon with the abilities Intimidate, which lowers my attack stat. And all of my moves are physical attacks, which intimidates lower, meaning I was not able to kill most of his Pokemon. This gave me probably the most trouble out of anyone in this entire series. And when I first decided to battle Blaine, I thought he was going to be easy. I thought, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. Boy, was I wrong. I'm still gonna save though, just in case I do lose. Like I said, I thought Blaine was gonna be a piece of cake. In the middle of the first fight with Blaine, my brother did something to me that I will forever hate him for. We are no longer brothers because of this. Come in.
Okay, is it just me, or is 90% of rock type moves just rock something?
Yeah, it is.
It's been bothering me for the past 5 minutes while I was taking shit.
You also notice how rock is like the worst moves ever because they're all low accurate.
Oh, I did not know that.
There was only like 2 that's 100.
Okay, and then I was also thinking, what the fuck is the name of the bullet seed version, like of the rock that usually like
Rock Blast.
Rock blast these nuts in your mouth. Oh, get fucked!
Everything's meant to be broken. I just want you to know I am.
That wasn't even a good one.
I don't care, get fucked!
So yeah, don't ask me how my brother is doing, because I don't know. I left him for doing that to me. After my death reached around 45, I decided maybe I should grind at least 2 levels, because at 55, it wasn't actually that bad, and I was able to kill a lot of Pokemon pretty easily, and I got Arcanine pretty low. So I thought maybe if I only got maybe a few levels over, it wouldn't be that bad anymore, and I can get it done with. I was wrong. Once I reached Death 52, I finally remembered that Aron can use Attract. So I decided to replace Iron Tail with Attract, because Iron Tail is just that low accuracy that it wasn't really needed. So I decided to just replace it with Attract, since the other moves worked perfectly. Run 64 though was the run we needed. First, I digged Growlithe one-shot like normally, and then Ponyta comes out, and I Rock Tomb it, and one-shot it. Then I try Rock Tombing the Rapidash. It misses Fire Blast, which is really lucky. Rock Tomb did not kill, but however I knew it was going to use a Hyper Potion, so I used Double Edge twice, and it kills, taking no damage whatsoever. Then Arcanine shows up. So I use Attract, because I know Fire Blast is going to two-shot me no matter what, and it's most likely going to use that all the time. And then Arcanine got mobilized, so I use Rock Tomb and do a bit chunk of damage. Not the greatest, but it'll do. Sadly, it does not kill. However, though, it gets mobilized again, which made me so happy. I'm like, come on, we got this. And then he used a Hyper Potion, which was very misleading. How dare. So used Double Edge, didn't do as much damage, so I just kept Rock Tombing and hoped for the best. Immobilized for the 3rd time. Rock Tomb kills. Happily ever after. Thank gosh. Hopefully no one else gave me enough problem like Blaine did. For Giovanni, it's basically going to be the same strat as I did with Blaine and win, is to use Attract on every single one of his Pokemon, except for Nidoqueen, since Nidoqueen is female, and so is Aron, and Attract only works on Pokemon of the opposite gender of the person using Attract, because Game Freak doesn't know about gay marriage yet, and probably will never know what that is. The other part of the entire strategy is just digging his entire team and double-edging Doug Trio. I wanted to grind a bit after doing some attempt because it was failing, and one of his trainers in the gym did not want me to defeat him, sadly. So there's one trainer that I was not able to defeat, but that's okay, because he's optional, so who cares. Sad to admit it, he beat me twice. Sadly, run 69 was my worst run. I could have hoped I won at 69, but no shot. Now that I reached death 80, I used dig on the first Rhyhorn. I meant to use attract, but didn't. But I attract the other one and used dig. Sadly, it did not kill, but it's fine because it just kept getting immobilized and hyper potion, so I killed it. And then Dugtrio used Earthquake. Since I was a high enough level, I lived. Double edge both Dugtrio and Nidoqueen, and was able to double edge kill Nidoking. And that is the end of Giovanni. Heck yeah, sadly my death counter is really high at the moment. Now that Aron can get Earthquake, I decided to replace Dig with Earthquake because why wouldn't I? It's just simply the better move to use. Since I'm in such a high level, I defeated Blue again super easily. I thought Lorelei would have also been easy since my level is super higher compared to hers, but I was wrong because she has very thick Pokemon like Lapras and Slowbro, and I thought I could just Rock Tomb her entire team, but because she does have that Slowbro, it's not quite like that. Because Slowbro isn't weak to Rock Tomb like everyone else is. On Death 84, I was finally able to get past Slowbro. However, Lorelei still has a Pokemon left, which is a Jinx. And I saw Jinx, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be really easy. I just Rock Tomb kill, right? Well, I was kinda right, but never wanted to prove me a little bit wrong by missing Rock Tomb, and Jinx get to land the lovely kiss, which made me go to sleep, so I had to stay still for quite a bit, and the entire time I'm just screaming, Never, wake the fuck up! And clearly, Never did not want to wake up, so I lost. After an attempt from the last one I mentioned, I decided to level up my Pokemon, and then after still a few more attempts, I finally got to Jinx full health. And then I got to be able to use Rock Tomb and Killer Jinx ready for the next Pokemon. And as you can see, I have rare candies. I am definitely cheating. I don't care. I am not fighting grass Pokemon just to get my Aron a lot higher than what the wild Pokemon are. In the very beginning, I mentioned that Bruno was going to be a very tough opponent. And that's because Bruno have all fighting Pokemon, and his two Onixes have Earthquake, so it really destroys Aron. But because of the level that I'm on, it really wasn't the case. All I had to do was Earthquake the Onix and use Double Edge. The only problem was that Hitmonlee had Brick Break, which made me down quite a bit, and then I just have to hope that Machamp misses Cross Chop in order to win. That's all it was. My first attempt though was definitely the worst one because I attracted the first Onix, which wasn't needed, and the second one, the Onix was faster than me, so I got already a lower health, so Hitmonchan was able to easily use a Sky Uppercut on me. Trying to get me the good luck got me all the way to attempt 96, where I was able to two-shot the Onix using Earthquake, outspeed the Hitmonchan with Double Edge because it probably used Revenge, live the Brick Break from Hitmonlee, and then have Machamp die to a critical hit Double Edge, which was really needed to win. Or him just missing, but a crit will do. Agatha was also no joke in the Elite Four. Because of 3 of her Pokemon being a Ghost type with Levitate, I was only able to hit with Rock Tomb. Because of Levitate, I couldn't use Earthquake because it's immune to ground, and I couldn't use Double Edge because it's a Ghost type, so it's immune to normal moves. And because of it being poisoned, it resists Rock Tomb. It was not going well. I decided to give Aron the max ether because I realized the reason why I was failing so much on Agatha was because I keep running out of Rock Tombs, which is very needed. This run feels very unlucky because Gengar starts off with a double team, meaning my Rock Tomb is going to miss more often. And I missed Rock Tombs like 3 times in a row, but eventually I got a crit on it to make it a lot easier. One shot the Haunter, and then use Earthquake on the Arbok, almost killing it, so I just decided to go for Double Edge so it wouldn't heal again. And then Golbat send out, instead of using Rock Tomb since I'll need it for the others, I just use Double Edge instead. Keep flinching, but it's fine. And Gengar send out. He misses Hypnosis, which is really good. 1 Rock Tomb makes me outspeed. 2 Rock Tomb sadly does not kill, but eventually it does. just takes a really long time. Only on the second attempt of Lance, it was actually pretty easy because I got some semi-lucky. I wouldn't say I was the luckiest with this, but with all the attract and them immobilizing, I was able to just pull off the win. The main part that was unlucky though was that I got paralyzed and all I would do was be paralyzed, but eventually I did win this fight, so it didn't matter for the long run. Okay, maybe there was one problem I had with Lance. I forgot to save. So hopefully I defeat Fish Fart in one attempt. Spoiler alert, I didn't win. At this point of the run, NeverColdZ, the person that Aron is named after, has joined the chat. What Never told me till now is that she is bad luck. So, Lance took so many more attempts than last time. Since I already defeated him once though, there's really no point into talking about why it was so difficult, since I just used the same strategy over and over again and just hope for the best. Pidgeot has Feather Dance, which means my attack would be lowered by 2 stages, meaning all my physical attacks, which is all of my attack, will do next to none, meaning Earthquake will not kill Rhydon anymore, but Rhydon has Earthquake, so it could easily just one-shot Aron. Meaning if Pidgeot used Feather Dance, for now on it's just automatically a wipe. Because of Blastoise Hydro Pumping will always kill, I decided to be level 100 so that I can outspeed the Blastoise. So I decided to use Rock Tomb on the Pidgeot, gladly use Aerial Ace so I don't have to worry about any attack drop, and then Rhydon shows up, Earthquake one shot. However, for the Blastoise, I tried attracting it, he missed his attack, which is really good, so I used Double Edge for the most amount of damage, but sadly, Blastoise was able to hit his Hydro Pump and kill Aron. Blastoise, my arch nemesis. Gosh, if only this was Charizard. Come on, keep it that way, please, please keep falling for her. Please, please, I beg you. Rain Dance, I'll take it, cause now Flamethrower is even weakener. Oh, he's not healing. Let's go. Oh my gosh, he threw. He fucking threw. Cause Flamethrower now gonna do less damage. Holy shit! When I say less, I did not know it's gonna be that much less. Holy. Ooh, it doesn't kill though because of Intimidate. That sucks. Okay, I'll use Double Edge so it doesn't do the range. There we go. Here's still a problem though. Oh gosh, Attract? Okay. Fall in love with her! Come on! Yes! I am peeking too hard. Okay. I'm gonna lower my mic because I'm screaming a lot. Ah! I think Double Edge still best move. Come on. Come on. Do a shit ton. That's not a shit ton, but you know what? It'll work. Oh, come on. Come on. Crit. 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 Crit didn't matter. Let's go. Oh, there's one more. Alakazam? Alakazam never gave me problems. Alakazam never gave me problems. Alakazam might give me a problem only one time. Come on. Crit. Ooh, Psychic might hurt. No, Steel resist it. We're good. Alakazam still sucks ass. Alakazam is overrated. Let's fucking go. It was a crit. What a nice fucking number, though. What a nice number. I'll take it. 1, 2, 3. I hope you guys enjoyed the solo run. Let me know if you want more. And maybe I'll try different ways on how I'm going to make these solo run content. Because honestly, I don't know how to feel about the improv scripting that I try to do for this video. Maybe instead I could also just put in clips from the stream that I do for the solo run instead. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys would like. Leave a like and subscribe. Adios.